Hello, welcome. Today I'll be teaching a 15-minute fusion workout. My name's Priscilla, and all you need is a ball. If you don't have a ball like this, you could also use like a little throw pillow or maybe a rolled up towel. So something around this size that has a little bit of a squish. And we'll get started right away. So I want you to start on your knees. So we're gonna come down into a child's pose. Hips sit back to heels. And I want your hands up on top of the ball if they can be. So I'm gonna hang my head a little bit, maybe feel a stretch through the shoulders, rock through your hips, and see if you can really let go of any extra tension you're not really using. From here, let your belly relax all the way heavy. And then on your exhale, feel your belly lift up away from your thighs. So we'll take a few breaths like that, really feeling the belly relax between the legs. And then feeling those deep, low abdominals especially lift up off of your legs. And we'll go 2 more there. Good, last one. Exaggerate this exhale so much that the spine rounds and you roll the ball towards you. And then go ahead and roll that ball away as you breathe in. So coordinating that breath with the movement, I'll exhale, round my spine. I'm trying to make like a rainbow shape with my back. And then lengthen out. My hips are trying to stay relaxed. So if you feel a lot of tension in your hips, you can take this into a more traditional cat-cow. And let's go about 2 more there. Rounding the spine and lengthening out. Last one, round spine. Lengthen out. Good, push your ball aside for a moment and we'll shift forward over the hands so that we're in a plank position. So my feet step back. I'll find a plank position to hold. If plank for you means that your knees are down, that's absolutely fine. You could also have your elbows down if you need to. So in this plank, I want you to feel your heel bones press backwards. I want you to feel the top of your head press forward. And then feel both hands push downwards into the floor. And then feel both feet push downwards into the floor. I want you to make sure that that downward pressure didn't round your spine. So I'm still staying nice and long, head forward, heels back. And we'll take a few breaths here. As I inhale, I'm trying to send the breath downwards. And as I exhale, I'm trying to feel my belly engage and lift to support my spine. Good, try 2 more breaths here. Last 2. And last one. Good, bring your knees on down underneath you. If you need to shake something out, go for it. We'll lay down on our back. The ball is gonna go underneath my right foot. So you're on your back, ball's under your foot. And feel what's happening in your hips. So even though my feet are different, I want my pelvis to stay the same. So my left hip bone and my right hip bone are in line with each other. Push your arms down into the floor a little bit. Press through that bottom foot and lift your hips up. So I have a little gentle pressure into the ball, but a lot of my weight is in my back foot. Good, from here, check in that you're not holding tension in the back of your ribs and puffing the rib cage up. See if you can relax your ribs, they hammock down towards the floor. And then in this position, we're gonna push that ball away a few inches and then pull it back in. Good, if you're working with a pillow or a towel, you'll just kind of feel your toes point down and then your heel pull back. So if you have the ball, it gets a nice little roll going. A roll forward and a roll away. And I'm looking for stability in my pelvis. So I'm not letting my hips shift and shake around. I'm trying to really feel those hip bones right in line with each other. And 4 more here, last 4. Good, last 3. Low back hanging down heavy. Good, find that foot right on top of the ball. Check in that pelvis is trying to stay level, and then lift your hips straight up an inch and lower an inch. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more right here. Last 3, last 2, last 1. We'll switch sides. So hips come down, trade that ball or pillow, whatever you've got, over to the other foot. Check in that your back ribs are relaxed down, and we weren't using our back muscles to hold us up. I really want all of the work happening in your lower body. So big breath in to get ready. Exhale, we'll press through the feet, keeping pelvis level. Just hold for a moment and really feel that support of the glutes and the hamstrings holding you up, back rib cage, heavy hanging down. Good, from here, we're gonna push the ball away and then draw it in. Press away and draw it in. Good, this is a nice time to check in with your neck and your chest. Just make sure you're not holding any extra tension. Good, we've got 4 more here. Let's do it, final 4. Last 3. Good, last 2. And then find that foot right on top of the ball. We lift our pelvis straight up, both sides. Lift it up. Make sure it's really happening from your legs and your booty, not from your low back. Here we go, up for 4, up for 3, for 2. Last 1, hips down. Keep that ball out of the way for a moment, and then rock yourself on up. We're gonna find a position up on our knees. So I'm going to kneel, and then let's use the right leg. So my right leg is the first leg that I worked a lot. So whichever one feels like a fresher leg to you is the right choice out here. Hands come behind the head. A little bit of a combo move here. So we're gonna lengthen our spine out on the diagonal, and then it feels to me kind of like I'm going up and over something to lengthen my obliques. And then I'll use my side to come back up to that diagonal. So breathing in, getting long, and then use your exhale from the bottom to bring yourself back up into that diagonal. So I'm not really coming all the way up to a straight spine. I'm staying a little off my center to get that work in my top side waist. Good, so a little lengthen over and lift. Good, I'm trying to keep my body pretty squared off so my shoulders feel wide, my hips feel wide, and I can really hold my head with my hands. We'll go 3 more here, last 3. Good, last 2. Hold it over, find that bottom hand, bring it down towards the floor. See if you can float that straight leg up to hip height. Feels like some work on the outside of your hip, even just to lift your leg up there, and then we'll lower it and lift it up. Good, lower and lift. If this does not work for you, you'll lay all the way down on your elbow and your hip, same movement with that top leg. Okay. Good, check in that rib cage doesn't want to splay forward. I'm staying a little connected in the front, so I'm really a pretty long straight line. Good, 4 more here, let's do it, final 4. Good, last 3, last 2, and then hold that leg up at hip height. It's gonna take a little kick forward and a point and reach back. So I'm gonna flex my foot, press it forward, and then point and reach it back. Good, I'm trying to hold my spine pretty straight so that my body isn't arching with my leg moving. So a nice long straight line through the spine. 4 more here, let's do it. 4, last 3, good, last 2, nice, last 1. Hold that leg to the back, squeeze that outside corner of the booty. Here we go, up 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did it, knees in. Good job, find that kneeling position in the middle. Other leg reaches out. Okay, so I've got a straight leg, hands behind your head. You'll lean away until you feel a little work in that top side of your waist. Connect the front, and then we'll dive up and over. Use your exhale. Come up to that straight line. Good, so I inhale over, I exhale, straight line through the spine. Good job. Good, this is pretty much a less is more sort of exercise, so if my range gets too big, probably won't feel the obliques quite as much. So I'm really wanting it to be kind of small and to have that big up and over feeling. Good. Good, we're emptying out all of that air as we exhale. Good, 2 more here. Last 2. Very nice, last one, let's stay over. Bottom hand reaches for the floor. Top leg floats up to hip height. Try to find that work in the outside of your leg. If this feels like too much again, okay to lay down on your hip or your elbow for any reason. Might be your bottom knee or your bottom hip. Good, from here, top leg lowers and lifts. So I'm trying to tap it down and lift it up without my pelvis wagging around side to side. I'm really moving from my hip joint. It's usually a little lower than you think. Woo. Fighting for balance. Good. Nice work. Let's go 4 more on this one. Last 4. We've got that kick forward coming up. 3, 2, find the top, hold it, flex your foot, give me a kick forward, and then a point and reach back. Good, so I flex and kick forward, point and reach back. Nice job. Check in with that bottom arm. Can you press the floor down? Ooh, good job. Here we go, 4 more, let's do it. Last 4. Good, last 3. We're holding to the back into. Nice work, last one, here we go. Hold it to the back, connect your abdominals, and then lift that leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Let it go, shake it out a little bit if you need to. Find your ball one more time. So this time, feet are flat, ball's gonna go wedged way low on the spine. So I'm gonna tuck my tail under, reach my hands out, and scoop your abdominals way back and in. A little trick if you're feeling a lot of neck tension is that you might be hanging back a little bit too far. So think about the top of your head really floating to the ceiling. It's like your head wants to go up, but your abdominals want to go back. So set up that little tug of war feeling, and then 1 arm at a time. We're gonna lift 1 up and down. Lift 1 up and down. Good. So the back of my rib cage feels nice and wide, and my shoulders feel nice and wide. Low abdominals really scooped out. Good, 1 more each side. And then let's try to find both hands up to the ceiling. Give me a little push back. Little push back. So again, I want my abdominals engaging to be my first priority. I don't want my hands to push my rib cage forward. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Rock forward for me, move the ball up. So now it's like where I would tie a bikini top in the back. So like right in the middle of those back ribs. Lean back on your ball and go ahead and hold your head and then let go for a second. So I'm letting my back go into this extended position. Tail's nice and grounded. Big breath in to get ready. Exhale, we're gonna nod and curl and swing the ribs back into the ball. And then lengthen yourself just to a flat line. So I'm not going all the way back over. I'm holding myself just into that straight line. So I'll swing the rib cage back and then into a straight line. Swing the ribs back into a straight line. I'm still thinking about scooping out the belly, so I'm not crunching my belly and getting shorter in the front. I'm really trying to hollow those abdominals in. 4 more here. Last 4. Good. Last 3. Here we go for 2. Good, last one. Let's curl up nice and high to the top. Reach your fingertips forward and then give me little pulses forward. Like you're sliding your hands forward on the counter. Forward and forward. Here we go for 6, for 5, last 4. Good, 3, 2, 1. You can grab the backs of your legs. Go ahead and sit up for me. Take the ball out. Cross one leg over the other leg, so the high cross, my thighs are crossed. I'll lay all the way back down, arms like a T. Let both legs swing over to one side for a little twist. Big breath in. Got both shoulders down on the floor. And then let your legs swing on over to the other side. So I didn't switch the cross. They're still crossed that first direction. You might press your hip forward for a little hip flexor opening. And then we'll come to the center and now trade your legs. Other way. So we'll twist to one side. Good, feel the shoulders heavy, neck relaxed. And then twist your legs to the other side. Good, find your legs back to the middle. I'll grab onto the backs of my legs, give yourself a little rock up to a seated position, and we are done for today. Thank you for moving with me. Enjoy the rest of your day.